Oh god, what is up and welcome to another episode of Better Than Cable. You are here with J-Treb from the Miseducation of Music, as well as Ananya and Pars from the Nevaland podcast, and we are in here this week to talk some shit, man. What is up? How have you all been, G?
Chilling.
Dude, it's been lit. It's been lit.
On an absurd Pokemon tear. We could dive into that later if the conversation gets dry. But man, that's all I've really been up to lately and trying to shoot some new content. But man, we got some interesting topics today. Which one should we start off with? I know that's what Bob didn't get up before he went to the bathroom. The topics on the screen.
The topics.
Actually, we can kick it off with something that talks about you, Pars. I put it in the notes because you didn't put it in the notes, man. You gave everyone a look this week on TikTok and Reels at this dope application you've been working on, bro. I don't even want to butcher the explanation. You fucking tell us what it is, bro.
Yeah, let's go, dude. So basically the idea of the service is if you can take any long form video, such as a YouTube video or a podcast, and you can basically extract the topics of that video and then create clips on those topics. So it's basically an easy way for creators to automate their basically social media posting flow, right? And so what I eventually want to do is where you kind of upload your video to ShareTape is what the service is called, and you kind of forget about it, man. You upload it here, you can schedule when it uploads to YouTube, you can schedule when the clips release, and boom, everything is done in one platform. So that's my plan, that's my end goal for this. But for right now, what I'm doing for just the MVP is just upload a video, you get clips, and then you can download those clips. So
man, dude, that is so dope, bro. You are making the application that would make my life easier. That is so dope, G. And trust me, you got a beta tester right here. I am very down to hop in on the early levels and give feedback, bro. But that's really dope, man. And I saw that there was even people stitching you on TikTok, with some other ideas for this. It was awesome.
Yeah, dude, that was actually sick, dude. One guy I'm friends with on TikTok, he saw my video, and I introed my video being like, yo, I know my styling sucks. I just made the website work first, right? That was my first goal. Just make it work and then style it later. And then he was just like, yo, let me do that for you. And he literally gave me a Figma diagram setup for my website already. Damn. And I'm like, dude, he literally designed it for me basically for free. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm just gonna follow whatever he gave
out of
me,
it too. I think it's because he's a creator as well, and if you're a creator, you see the use of this. Mm-hmm. You see how this would easily take something that could be maybe an hour of your time, cutting clips out of content you already made. This literally is saving so much time in the process of making small batch content.
Yeah, exactly, dude. So that's my end goal, man. So hopefully I'm gonna make everyone that's a creator's life easier, man. That's my goal. So
hell yeah, man.
I know at least we're gonna use it. That's for that's for sure.
I was about to say, look, you're gonna at least have one daily active user. Legit. Bro, yesterday
and if it's just us using it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying yesterday I went on Twitter. Damn, we both
go.
But no, G, I was just saying that yesterday I went on Twitch and I was cutting a clip and I was actually annoyed at just the process of I already shot this, I already dropped this, I've already created this is a piece of content that's finished and I'm making another piece with this. That actually made me mad in the process of doing it.
Why?
Because it's so dumb to me.
But buy one, get one.
I get it from the standpoint of having more, but my thing is that's not what I created it for. I made this creation as an extension of something that I saw in the world that I felt I could kind of give back. I didn't make it as something that was supposed to be, oh, now let me work to squeeze this so hard to get you to view and watch. It's I get that that's what we have to do with it, but it is annoying. Even though it is part of the process.
Dude. I see what you're saying. It's the reason you created the YouTube videos is it for it to be watched as a YouTube video, right? You didn't even think about that second layer.
I didn't create the port over for you to come to the YouTube video. That part's annoying.
Exactly.
Facts.
Like
Exactly. No, and I agree with you. That's what I'm trying to automate, man. So that's
it's
like
that would be like if you
I
asked
just
the
want us to
person who
forget
made the
about this kind of
recipe
stuff, you know?
to also
Exactly.
like literally serve the food in a way. Like that's how it looks in my mind. Like the people who work at Coca-Cola, it's not the same people who are doing the chemicals who are doing the marketing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm one person right now, so it's all here, and that kind of sucks. But this would literally change the game.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
this is like shipping it off for to somebody else right there, or at least a part of it,
Yeah.
which is what I like. Because even if I got to still like go back for like captions or something like that, that is nothing in comparison to cutting the clip.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, no, dude,
Like,
cutting the clip is so annoying, man.
It's also you have to rewatch the whole thing, and you're like, I already edited this.
I wrote this.
Like I already did it. Like I have to just watch it again, look for like what's the best part. It's like, bro, this shit's annoying.
And it's sometimes you don't even pick the best part. Sometimes you have to pick the part that other people would like.
Yeah, no,
which is usually my gripe because I used to do long form IGTV videos for the podcast. I like, a good 1 to 2 minute, get the question and the conversation so that I could really show you how dynamic we were getting. No one fucking watched. And then I literally, like, the next one I put up was 20 seconds, hot clips, we're both laughing, then a funny little, like, oh, you should watch the rest of this. That shit got like 2,000 views in a day. And I was like, cool. And now I only drop reels on the Miseducation account. I haven't even dropped a photo.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Only reels, bro.
Legit.
Like, if those work, we'll just
man.
put all the eggs in that basket.
Yeah.
Legit.
Dude, what I just heard is that they might take down reels. I just saw this video today.
Whoa.
Not take down reels, but take down the payment on reels, I should say, for creators.
Oh, I can see that.
So
I'm not even gonna lie. I wasn't even chasing that
Yeah,
bag.
Right.
no, honestly.
I knew that was
Honestly,
a lofty goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the TikTok creator fund. If you wasn't in the first.
Yeah, facts.
What's the
It's
Ricky
over
Bobby
with.
quote?
It's
If you
over.
ain't first, then you last. Like there's no second place in that. Cause like now it doesn't what? Are you looking at me like that for the Ricky Bobby quote? Are you proud or are you mad? Like,
Mad.
Why are you mad? I got the quote right.
You butchered that.
How did I butcher it? If you ain't first, then you're last.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Bro.
I can't spot the difference personally, but maybe I fucked it. I'm sorry, Will Ferrell. I'm sorry, Will Ferrell and Will Ferrell fans everywhere. Let me just make a blanket apology to all of you all, including Bobby. Next time I'll just refer to you. I'll do a point.
Especially
I know you got the quote.
Yeah.
I know you got the quote. But yeah, man. All of those things like the real funds, I'm just not. I was never interested. It didn't. It seemed like it wasn't gonna work. Like there's people out here with way more millions of followers, and they complain.
Dude,
Exactly.
They're always like,
so
"This
many
is trash," and it's like,
millions,
if you're
man.
complaining, I'm never getting that.
Yeah, it's sad, bro.
Dude, the crazy part about the internet now is there's so many people with like 1 million followers, and that's meaningless, man. It's meaningless. What are you getting with that million? No one even knows who you are, even with 1 million people following you, man. It's crazy.
Straight up.
But like,
Straight up.
I feel like also to get there quickly, it's like that thing we talked about with like the people who do the quick YouTube channels. You're not gonna be like doing content you like. Like you're gonna just be making shit that, like you, like how we keep making the joke who's gonna dance first on you all's reels. The only way to get there is involving dance. Let me tell you. If you want to get in on the real money right now, today, you got to dance. You got to
100%.
dance.
Yeah, no, that's facts. And you catch every trend. You catch every trend. You dance like fucking 10 times a day. You know, like that's.
You need to be in. You need.
That's
I
what
just
some
want to
people
rock.
do,
Be
man.
like
You
stretching
need
the
to
whole
be in
time.
there.
Dude, it's wild, man.
On top of like a Jeep for no reason.
All those, dude,
Like,
yeah, no, every single
You
dancing
need to be.
account
I ain't
has over
stressing today. You
100K.
need to be hitting everything. You
Every
can't miss a
single one.
dance if you want to make it, bro. You can't.
dude.
On some real shit, G. It's so crazy that people like are willing to just like do that for the clout, though. I don't know. It always seemed like it was like that's for kids. Like
Also,
I don't.
like-
But maybe I'm looking at it bad. But it always looked like like
Yeah.
high schoolers, kids in like grammar school. It's probably fun as hell to put the phone up and do
Exactly.
a little dance. People over the age of like 25, I'm like, nah.
Yeah, because it also
I don't.
it looks like a job.
and for money, like, and that's why it's like
it's
you're
like,
doing
bro.
it. You're doing it with the goal of the clout.
Yeah.
Like it's different if if you just do it with your friends. We got drunk at a campfire and we were like, let's do the new trend. But those are getting 10 likes,
Yeah.
30 views.
Facts.
Like,
Yeah, bro. It's like it just seems like a 9 to 5. You have to like stretch, do this dance.
Dude,
like,
I can't even
research the
imagine what their
trend.
No, I
schedule
mean,
looks like.
if
That's wild,
it
man.
is a 9 to 5. at
Yeah.
that
It
point,
is. I
it's a
can't
job.
imagine
That's
what their
how you
schedule
get
looks
to
Yeah,
that.
no, true.
Like it's
true.
like they probably have scheduled times where it's like stories got to be out by this time.
Yeah.
Like, cause I know that they schedule their posts very like meticulously, but I bet you it's down to the
Yeah.
stories. Cause I know a
Mhm.
lot of them like they're like the people who post later. Like, so it's like they'll go do a whole bunch of stuff and they'll just have it set up so you can see it all later. Like
Mhm.
you see it as if it's happening right there with you. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I could never. I'm trying to get off of it, bro. The second I could just drop the social media, it's over, bro. Let me get a decent little
So-
following here that actually responds in the comments, joins the
Facts.
Discord.
Facts.
Fuck it. This is going to a personal page.
Dude, every time I post a short, I'm like, yo, why am I doing this shit? Like, I think now, since I've been doing it for so long,
Trying to find
I'm
the,
trying to like
find
find
the
the
crowd.
positives in
Yeah.
it. I'm like,
It's
okay,
better to find a different way though,
yeah, no,
because you can't
100%.
stop doing it if you get a
100%.
following
Yeah,
from it.
because like
'Cause
now,
they'll
That's
just
my
stop
fear.
following when you
Yeah.
stop
That
doing
is
it.
always my fear is how many people are stuck in something that they hate. Because they
Yeah,
usually
facts.
people don't tell you till later. They don't tell you till after
Yeah.
it's done. I want to know how many people are doing something that's like a trend on their channel, their
Yeah.
TikTok, where they're just like, I fucking hate this.
Mhm.
But now my bills are paid
Yeah.
by
yeah,
this.
yeah,
And it's like, well, now you can't stop.
no,
Yep.
facts.
That's
Facts.
scary.
No, dude, I actually like making the shorts now, man. I feel like
Yeah.
it challenges me creatively to come up with something.
I would say
know what I'm
now
saying?
more
Every
recently
single
it
day.
does too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every single
I-
day, it's like, yo, figure something out. You know,
it
figure
makes
something
my
out.
full
and-
videos better.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
now
feel like
I'm
you just
like-
got to make sure you keep in with what you actually want to make,
Yeah.
so that you don't have that one day where
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
let me make this stupid one, and that
Right.
stupid one blows, and you're like, fuck, now I gotta make a lot of stupid ones.
Yeah, yeah, no, exactly.
Because all it takes is the one difference.
Dude,
But like,
no,
I don't know,
dude,
you guys
that's-
make a
I mean,
lot
that's
about
how
the
I-
ones you like.
Yeah, that's how I started, man. I mean, even with my shit, when I created coding shit, that was in such hype when I started. Like, that must have been a peak of coding content, dude.
Yeah.
It was definitely a peak, and I just was riding that wave. And
gotta
then
go
I was
a
like,
good
dude,
wave.
half of this
Like-
shit's boring, man. Because unless I'm covering shit that I'm building, it's hella boring to cover. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to cover that shit. So it's like,
It's like
I
I,
just
read this
cover shit I'm
article
building
today, and
now,
I just
you
told
know?
it to you because you're not gonna read it.
yeah,
Like-
yeah. And it's like, what the fuck am I even doing here? Versus, let me just build stuff and show people, hey, this is some cool shit that I built. And then everything else is just fucking anime, which is cool as fuck. You know, like
I feel that.
that's the shit I make, yo.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
I
Oh,
hate
yeah,
to
you gotta-
force it
yeah.
like that.
It gets bad when you get stuck in some shit that you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah,
You're like,
100%.
why the fuck am I covering this shit?
100%.
You know, like
I
what the
am.
fuck?
Yeah, it makes me for
feel like-
me it makes me appreciate like just the sport a lot more
Mhm.
because now I realize even with like my videos, the way I'm analyzing like what fighters should do, what they should do, I'm also taking it into like actually training.
True.
Although like
Yeah.
my actual training, I don't really talk about
So you
it
get
much.
double
but-
use out of your
yeah.
reels. Like
Yeah.
you get, it's like,
Yeah,
it's like I'm actually analyzing this fight because I'm trying to do
Mhm.
this move.
exactly,
Like-
exactly. And so I think that in turn makes my videos better. And then since I'm posting something daily, my full video I have to challenge myself into like,
Yeah,
okay, what
dude,
should
you're
I
basically
actually talk
watching
about?
film.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
basically
nah,
watching
deadass.
film, man.
Basically
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
film.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
which is kind of cool.
That's
And
what's
it's
up.
like, yeah,
I feel like
Like you're watching different. Yeah.
I feel like the
Yeah,
next
go
thing
ahead.
I'm gonna try to do is just try to like kind of like branch away from just like creating straight up like concerts and fucking podcast. 'Cause I feel like that's what I'm creating all on this channel now.
Mhm.
Because the fucking 30-second samples are probably out the window. Instagram hates me. Like I'm pretty sure if I post another one, like I'm gonna get like a strike on my account or something. I got a weird message, but like I got a weird message for the last one I tried to post. It was just like this video is not allowed. You're like yada yada music copyrights. One of those. But like either way, I'm gonna stop doing those. But now I'm trying to figure out other content. I shot on the green screen with with Drew for like 2 hours on like Monday, just like trying this new content idea, and we'll see how it fucking goes. I'm gonna try those and like maybe
Yeah,
like one of
yeah.
the long form video essays and like have a channel that I don't tell anybody about that doesn't have social media and just do like a long.
Dude, you know
ass
where you
video.
can post those 30-second samples, bro? On
Where?
share tape, man. I'm gonna make
on
it. I'm
share
gonna make
tape, bro.
It where you can start viewing other people's videos eventually. I'm gonna add that feature too.
Bro, come on, G. That would go insane.
It'll basically be like a streaming website. Yeah.
I mean, well, like, that's only dope because I don't have to deal with what you'll have to deal with and ramifications for all of my copyrights. So, like, yeah, dude, do it. Like,
I mean, so the idea is that, like, the reason you have copyright is, like, if you can profit off of it.
yeah.
If I'm not profiting off of that directly, right? If you're paying for some kind of, like, service fee, because you're paying for my service to cut the clip, right? You're not.
Okay, yeah, you're
There's
right.
no profit
you're right.
coming
if
from
it's all behind a
directly
paywall, it's more
viewing
like a
a video.
Patreon.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Like
I
a
feel
Patreon
that.
type of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I thought if you tried to run an ad on this bitch, they're gonna be like, bruh.
No, yeah, exactly. Like, you can't do
They
it
gonna,
that way.
they,
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
they gonna come after
Yeah.
you for what I use. Like, trust me, G. Instagram will always, in anything I do, I don't think anyone in Russia or Belarus has ever seen a piece of content I've made. Those two have the strictest copyright with music,
No, that
bro.
shit's crazy.
I don't even think they've seen anything. I'm talking about Twitch, my YouTube, Belarus and Russia off the table. I have no clue.
Yeah, no, I think it's because they filter out content from the U.S. So it's like they
Yeah,
don't even
that's
let that stuff get through.
Apparently, there's other videos that do, but mine will just be like
Really?
copyright blocked,
Oh,
and I'm
and
like,
with
oh,
the
is it
music,
blocked everywhere? And it just
maybe
says
with
no,
the-
just
just the
Russia and
music,
Belarus,
yeah.
and I'm like, cool, man.
Yeah,
My
interesting.
fans are in Chicago.
But they could be in Russia.
They could, bro. I got a strong Russian fan
You're
base.
missing out, man.
Could've been
You're missing out
stronger,
on the
bro.
Russian
See a
fan
flag
base.
with your face on
They
it
would
on the
love-
news.
Maybe.
They would love
Oh my
J-Treb.
god, I would hate that. But maybe you never know. They could just be using VPNs over there, and they're still
Dude.
getting my content.
Dude,
Nah,
Putin,
dude,
Putin would
Any-
hit up J-Treb.
Any
Bro.
Russians comment?
It would be over. with.
Sound off in the comments. Give us a shout.
Let us know you're out there.
Oh my god, we do. Man, speaking of Russia, there's no
Why
good,
did you say that?
there's no good segue. I was about to
You
go.
didn't have to say
Speaking of
I was
speaking
gonna
of Russia.
go.
You could have said speaking of any other thing.
I was gonna go into the drone thing.
I mean,
Speaking
we're,
of war,
we're there
drone
now.
war.
Speaking
of war,
Is that where you're going from?
I was
Speaking of
gonna-
war.
Yeah, let's just throw that topic in the trash.
Oh man.
Yo, so meta.
You were so gung ho for this 10 minutes ago.
Oh man, you really threw it away. You really threw
did.
it away, dude.
Trash. Those in the garbage can. We're just
Oh,
gonna
man.
throw that
Oh,
You
topic.
were
my
like,
God.
yeah, we'll do
That was
that.
bad.
Well,
I
we
framed
talk
it.
about everything.
I framed it bad. It's on me. Like, we can't come back on that.
was
That's
bad.
my
That was
fault.
Speaking of Russia.
That's
Bro.
I'm fucking crying. Oh my god, yo, who put the meta topic in there? Somebody talk about it. Shit.
Yeah. So I think I added this one. So apparently, it was just randomly reported that Meta is working on something similar to Twitter. I think they realized that Twitter is a shit show right now, and I just got a new notification that
Yeah, so
our
wait, are they
2FA is
making
going
a
down.
shit show? Like, what exactly are they taking
You know?
from Twitter? I'm so
So
sorry
I don't know,
for that,
dude. I
Russia.
don't know how they would. I don't know how they would improve it in any way, but you know they're working on something.
Yeah, it's supposedly
but it's
decentralized,
meta,
right?
so
Yeah,
it's
but
not.
it's meta.
I was about to
So-
say their backbone is
Yeah.
data and selling it. So I'm a little confused on how they can be more like Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Yeah.
I don't know how they
get
they
your
would be the ones to make
thoughts
something
if they're
decentralized.
Twitter.
I mean, Twitter does get a lot of my thoughts. You know, I'm not gonna lie. If Twitter used my drafts to like for my algorithms in my life, that would be rough. You know, like because those are my real thoughts, the ones that I don't tweet.
Yeah.
The ones where I type the
ones
whole
you-
thing out and
Meta
go.
will take
Yeah.
those.
The ones that I type the whole thing out and go, I'm just gonna put that to the side. Then I look back at it and go,
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't tweet that, bro. That's the one that
Yeah,
they put
sometimes
on.
there's some
That's the one
crazy
they like
takes,
put
right,
on
in the
your
drafts.
screenshot on like Shade Room with your little face in the corner. I was like, I'm glad I didn't say that shit. That was ignorant. Like, cause it'll be some stupid shit.
Example.
I'll see if there's
Or I'll
one that's
make
not
up
terrible.
examples and
Don't
ask you
make
if
up
it's
any
like that.
examples. What's the? Okay,
Dude,
this one is
you
just
know-
angry. So, for example, paying for parking is always going to be the dumbest thing in the world. Like, why the fuck am I paying you to park my shit on the side of this fucking street? But I said that as I was not paying for parking on a street that I was parking on.
See?
So I was just like, I don't want to put that karma in the universe, and then I come back and there's a ticket because I didn't pay because I thought it was stupid.
Facts.
So I was like, don't tweet it and do it.
See, and then a meter maid's gonna hit you with her car, and as they're covering it on the news, that's the tweet. That's where that tweet fits in.
Yeah. There's some bad ones in here.
Yo.
Oh,
I don't
man.
even know what you said.
Yeah, I don't know.
I co-signed something, but what did you say?
I was like,
Did you hear it?
I'm not sure what that
I
It's the
heard
best
it,
ever.
but
What
it
did you
was
say?
like-
It like went
I
through
heard
my
it,
face.
but I
What
was
did you
like,
say?
what the F
I
did you
didn't-
just say?
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, did not register.
It was just words.
Before you said that, you were like, one of these would have been the thing on
Yeah.
TV next to my face.
Yeah, that would have been on TV.
Yeah. So that one would have been on TV.
That's my car was getting towed.
No, if you got hit by a meter maid in her little car, she just like ran you over. That's what they
Why
show.
did I just said yeah to that calmly? This is what the fuck you said? I'm sorry I didn't pay attention to that. I was completely disregarding you. That was wild. I can't wait to watch this episode back for the first time you said that. Because neither of us clocked anything you said.
Well, everyone was silent. I was like, what was that?
I was reading another way more messed up draft that was like an opinion about like a movie, but it was really just aimed at the actor, and it was like, that's rough. Like, don't just say that. That's rude. Like, people tried.
Just ether.
Was it Jake Gyllenhaal?
No, I like Jake Gyllenhaal. He's a good actor. There are some questionables, but he's a good one. If it was Jared Leto, I would have openly tweeted it. I
did
do
you see
not like.
Jared Leto?
He killed the Joker for me, but that is so beside the point.
Jared Leto's Joker was so trash.
Yes.
Let's go.
Hot
We can
trash.
talk
We
about
weirdly
that too.
jump into Batman.
Trash.
But keeping it on topic,
What was the topic?
the topic was about
What
how
were we talking
Facebook
about?
was going to be decentralized, but
Oh,
it's like a
okay.
data mining
That's
company.
how we got
And
to
if
the
they
tweets.
become more
That's how we
like
got to
Twitter
the tweets.
and they start hearing the things that we actually think or are real opinions, it'll probably be a scary world.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
dude.
look, they don't not have your real opinions. They'll just have a different form of your opinions. Like, these are things people think about in the split
They'd
second.
be able to
and then
build a
they'll
more
sell 'em
comprehensive
for like
photo.
window shopping ads and things like that.
Oh,
And
yeah. 'Cause
It's
I
going to be
imagine-
that kind of thing. Like, what can we do to instantaneously spur a reaction out of someone? And that's where they'll use the Twitter data.
Yeah.
Now watch if they aren't doing this, they're going to see this and be like, that's gold.
One of
And
these
then they're
days,
gonna
this
start
data is
doing
going to
it,
fucking
so.
backfire on us. I feel like we constantly are framing the positives of the data or the advertising ploys
Yeah.
that we can get from the data. But at what point does somebody use this data for like some
No,
terrible
dude, I
shit?
think,
Yeah.
dude,
Just
I
wait
think
for the reset.
ad-based revenue is dead, dude. I think this is the dumbest way to make revenue based
Yeah.
on ads. I
Really?
think this thing needs to
I
go
don't-
away,
I
and
don't
I think
mind
that's the
ad-based
flaw in all of our
revenue in a
social media
way.
because, no, dude, because what it's doing is it's promoting really like extreme content. Like it basically promotes anything that's extreme and will go viral, right? It's literally just
Yeah,
promoting
you're right.
anything. So
What it promotes
so
in the market
in
is
connection with
trash.
that in connection with that it's just going to promote any ad, right? So it's all about making that the most money out of those singular ads, right? So it'll just promote anything that's just wild AF, you know what I'm saying? And that's how social media has been working.
I think
And I
it's
think that's
crazy
one
that
fundamental flaw.
the marketing influencing the content is the part that I think I'm mad at. I don't know if I'm mad at advertisements. If everyone just posted what they wanted on social media and it wasn't based in the fact that these algorithms are made to push something up to the top to up the people who are essentially going to see ads.
Yeah.
But like with that being the focus, that's always going to put the crazier content up front. Whereas I feel like if it was
Exactly.
just a world where it was like early YouTube, we're posting whatever the fuck we want to post, and then there's just ads in here, which is what it used to seem like. It didn't seem like the ads were specifically targeted or the ads only were going on this or only were going on that. It was just, here's what you're going to watch anyway. A couple ads thrown
Yeah.
in. I
No,
like,
but that's
like
how-
that's not bad to me, but it does
Yeah.
grow into the monster we're in now.
The targeted ads is the problem, right? So now they're gonna promote something crazy, and they'll know what type of fan base supports that kind of crazy stuff, you know. And then they'll promote that ad, and then dude, that's how they make more money out of all this. But you know, I don't think that's the way to continue here, man. I think that's flawed.
How else do you think they would do it? Do you think every app would switch to subscriptions?
I don't know, man.
I don't even know if
That's something I
subscriptions
have
are
no
enough
idea.
to sustain people.
I have no idea where we need to go, but I think the ads is like why social media is so cancerous, dude. It's super cancerous.
I feel like the ads just make them too much money. Like we can't replace it in subscriptions. Like Hulu has a ad tier.
Yeah, legit.
Like Paramount has an ad tier. Twitter is an ad tier. Getting a blue check just gets less ads, which is that's terrible. I feel like you should at least.
That's so dumb. Why can't you?
You should give me
for
one
ads should be gone,
specific
dude.
place that
There's
has
no
ads.
way.
If I'm paying
There's
you,
no way
you should
that-
not just say less, because there's
Yeah,
no way that I
they should
fucking
be
know
gone,
what
bro.
more
Yeah.
is in
No,
this
it should be
comparison.
It should be
That
like
is
YouTube Premium.
Exactly.
But YouTube Premium
Bro.
is perfect, and I don't know if that
Yeah.
one's gonna stay. I think that's only allowed to be that way because it's owned by Alphabet, and they own a lot of shit. Like I don't like
Yeah.
YouTube Premium cannot be bringing them in that much money because I know
Dude,
that
no,
as I've been a
Yeah.
YouTube Premium subscriber,
Exactly.
everyone who wasn't keeps getting more and more ads to the point where I feel like when I started on Premium, I was with my sister and her husband. And now pretty much everybody who I know is on YouTube Premium as well because the ads got that overbearing. Like they used to not be bad.
Exactly. Dude, and there's no way they're making that much. They're going to have the same problem like Netflix where there's a scalability issue. Ads are very, very scalable, right? Right when you add more users, you're directly making more money. With subscriptions, it's not as much because people can just be in there forever and they're not paying any more. They're paying a flat rate. You know what I'm saying? But ads scale on how long you're in there. So that's like one good thing about ads, but I think that's what's also causing everything bad too. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's all good until we get to the point where they're doing the Ready Player One shit where they're like, we can use up to 80% of a user's visual field. You're going to go on your app and there's going to be 20% of where you can scroll ads everywhere else. Like on
unless
free
you pay
apps,
for it.
like the free games. Like I love this game called Balls. It's literally the game is inside a window of ads. That's the best way to put it. Like there's ads on the top, there's ads on the bottom, and I play my game in the center.
And then an ad pops up when you start the next game.
Yes, and you can watch an ad to go to the next. Bro, come on, man, every time.
Dude, you know what's even worse than that? Have you guys played Trivia Crack?
Yeah, man, used to love it.
Yeah, dude, back in the day, you used to just be able to play like endlessly, right?
Yeah.
Recently, I tried to play with Eva. Yeah, I tried to play with Eva, right? Dude, they only let you play 4 times. And then you need to watch ads to keep gaining lives.
You used to have to, but you used to get more than enough than what you would need for a day of playing.
Yeah, no, dude. You just need to keep watching ads. Otherwise, you can only play 4 times and you're done.
And then you get the free spins for the ads, and the spins always got you to be able to play again.
No, exactly. Man, so now, like, they got
up
rid of all of that, dude.
everything with the microtransaction, bro.
Dude,
like, they want the microtransaction out of you. And then if not, they're gonna throw these ads everywhere. I don't know if there's a.
And then I think it's also Apple's fault on that side because Apple takes that 30% of everything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's if we gotta pay, I've never been mad at the Apple 30% personally. Like I'm serious, I've never been mad at it. You're paying. These niggas made the store, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
Yeah, but
I get it. I get it.
Like
you made it. But it's like, it would be different if this was an existing market. You know what I'm saying? If this market existed before Apple came around and Apple just came in and said, hey, we hiking the price 30. They invented this shit. 30%.
Yeah, but it's way more extreme than even like a grocery store, though. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's way wilder than a grocery store.
You know, like grocery store, they're taking like maybe 5%.
They're selling you copies of data, bro. They're selling you files you could copy to your phone,
this
bro.
This store is wild, dude.
Like
they eat into that
30%. I think, bro, pay the piper. I don't know.
It's legit like a tax, dude. It's a tax.
Maybe the in-game microtransactions should not be at a 30%, but like fuck it, the overall app, I don't know, man. Cause the 99-cent trend, that's on y'all, player. Like I would have paid. I paid $2 for apps. I paid $3 for apps. You know, if you mad at that, if you mad at the 30%, bump it up. I don't know, man.
Well, there's no apps cost money because no one will pay for apps,
and that's what happened.
Yeah.
But I was paying for apps. I'm not part of that group.
Well, You weren't part of the majority.
I loved a good light version because it showed me if I wanted to play the full version. And I did have a jailbroken iPhone for a little minute, but then I've been straight Apple ever since. Ever since they locked one of my accounts out.
Ever since it was a jailbroken iPhone, and then the next iPhone, everything was free.
No. The next one, I just couldn't jailbreak it because it wouldn't go with the Apple Care. This is before they did the jailbreaking didn't affect your Apple Care. Because now it doesn't.
Yeah.
You can jailbreak your phone right now, take it into Apple, they'll still fix it.
Yeah.
There was a time where that just wasn't a thing.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, but you don't even need them. You can just back up your phone and then restore it.
yeah. Like, you could literally just do that. But
Well,
yeah,
no,
man.
like if you cracked your screen, though.
Well, no, he's just saying you back up the phone and then you hand them a restored phone.
Oh.
And they fix the restored one and you just put your backup.
Yeah, so then they would
yeah.
never know, if you had City on it or whatever. You know?
Yeah. Because they were trying to crack that shit down at first, but then they just stopped caring because they were like,
Yeah,
"There's no
they were
way.
like, yeah.
There's no way to like."
Yeah,
it was
no, and it's hard to
especially,
even
like,
it's
kids'
hard to even
iPods and
jailbreak
shit.
nowadays.
Well,
Dude,
no,
it's
it's like
hard to even
imagine
do
you're
nowadays.
a parent, dude. Like if you're a
Yeah.
parent and your kid jailbroke their iPod, their kid like now your kid broke the iPod, you take it to the store,
Yeah.
and the Apple person is like, "Yo, we can't do this." It's like this is my kid's device.
Yeah.
I bought for them. Like it's probably a very confusing time where the parent doesn't even know about this shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
where it's like we're selling a lot of iPod touches here. Maybe we should let up. You know? Like
Yeah.
the iPod Touch went crazy, man. Like I can't believe that like left in my life in the same time it came in my lifetime, you know?
And it's gone.
Because that was like, bro, like I can't believe everybody just has iPhones now.
Yeah.
Everybody used to have iPod Touches, bro.
Yes.
Like that was the like
Yeah,
shitty
iPod
phone with an
Touch was the
iPod
shit,
Touch.
man. That was the
What?
shit, man.
That was the
That was
combo.
the best.
Yeah.
That was the best, man.
Yeah, dude. I remember getting Google Voice on it, so I was like, "Oh, this is a phone now for
Bro.
real."
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
Text now?
We'd be
Yeah.
calling everybody from that. We'd be calling
Legit.
everybody, man.
Bro, when they put iMessage over there,
Oof. Bro.
iMessage was over. I was talking with my homie about that today. My mom used to take my phone when I
Yeah.
got bad
No,
grades.
iMessage was it.
iMessage came
That
out
was
with the
it,
iPod
man.
and the iPad.
That was
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
Just take it. Here's
Dude.
the phone. I don't even need this. What you
Yeah,
mean?
no,
Yeah,
dude,
legit.
Wi-Fi
iMessage
everywhere,
was
mom. It's
so.
2012.
Dude, that ish was clutch, man. That ish was so
Legit.
clutch.
It was really dope,
That shit
man.
was sick.
This conversation is slowly divulging. Do we have any other topics on the list for today, Bob? I know you added a few. What were some of the
What
ones
did
you
we
added?
hit already?
You know, well,
We
there's
just
one we're
hit,
not
you
gonna
know.
get to. But
Well, we
got two
to
left.
that.
We got two
got
left.
to that and left it.
we
So,
touched it. We touched it.
We have one.
What is it? What's the last one that we had on there?
Or is it two? Do we talk
No,
about
we haven't-
GPT-4?
we haven't done
Oh no, we did not
GPT-4.
talk about
No, we
GPT-4. There we
haven't
go.
talked
Yeah,
about that
before
yet.
we start talking more about
Had to
random out
give
of
that a
date
look-see.
games. Look at that, man. We're getting this show better for you all at home, for the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? We're getting back on topic. We got
And-
dockets.
The other one's Silicon
Facts.
Valley Bank.
Oh, true.
Oh.
I don't know anything about that one. That sounded interesting.
Okay.
But what's the chat GPT-4? Who put that one in? Man, Parks, you've been going crazy with the topics, man. I feel like I'm not pulling my weight out. I'm gonna add some more topics next week.
Dude,
Next week,
dude,
we're going
I'm just
hard.
throwing them in whenever I think of them, man.
Bobby, you
But
typed those
yeah,
in front
with
of me.
with GPT-4,
But I knew that.
dude, this is GPT-4 is crazy,
Oh, yeah,
dude.
no, this shit's
So
crazy.
the potential with this
Wow.
is it can analyze audio and video now, and it can also generate. It'll potentially be able to generate audio as well. So not only just analyze it, it'll be able to generate it. I don't know if it'll be able to generate video yet. So I don't know if they're
Well,
there yet, but it'll
Do
be
you
able to
mean
analyze
generate
video.
in the sense
So-
of like I could ask it a question, show me how to do something, and it'll find clips of different videos to make me a video of doing that, or like
No.
No, it'll.
So it could
a cartoon.
could
generated
potentially
video?
do
I'm
that.
sorry,
It could
that
potentially
hand
do
motion
that,
means
or
nothing to me, Bobby.
it could take an input video and then you could be like, hey, can you do exactly what ShareTape does? Find
Okay,
the topics
got
and then
it.
cut it.
Got it.
You know what I'm
Got
saying? And then
Can you do
and
what
then it could potentially
ShareTape
do
does
that.
better? Is what you should have
Yeah.
said.
Yes,
'Cause
right?
ShareTape's made by
But,
human hands.
Well, you could also give it
Yeah.
a full uncut set of footage and say, "Can you edit this like this video?"
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
You could have some input footage and tell it, hey, can you edit this for me? Like that's a
That's not what
potential
the
of it.
hand
So I don't
means.
know if it's gonna be able to do that yet. But it can. I think what feature they're adding now is at least with images they'll be able to do it. So
Okay.
that's what they're doing right now.
That's actually
but
pretty
also,
freaking
dude,
cool.
GPT-4 is even smarter than 3.
It can just
Dude, it apparently
take
like
all
passed
tests.
all sorts of exams, like the
Bar,
bar exam, the
yeah.
LSAT, SATs, AP
It had
exams.
open notes.
Facts.
Dude, that's crazy, man.
Do you think
It-
it's open notes for?
It had open notes. The computer did.
Are
Okay, so you're
wait,
telling
did
me
it? Is it network enabled?
No, that's just based off of like the training data. Well, whatever's in the
So
training
this is
data.
my
I
thing.
don't
This
know
is my
what's in
thing.
there.
If
Okay, so we
if-
don't know
if-
the data set.
what
yet.
I was about to say is like
Yeah.
if the LSAT exists, all the questions on it in some form exist on the internet in some study
but
guide fashion that it probably learned from, in which
But
it
every
may
year
have been
they have
able to
new
just find
questions,
the
right?
phrasing and be like, well, the answer should be this because this is the answer here.
Yeah, so I mean, every year they have new questions and new scenarios, but it learned from previous tests, right?
Yeah.
Just like how a human would. They learned from previous tests, and it was able to figure out with these new ones. And it passed in the 90th percentile. Not only did it pass, it like passed really high.
So,
It was killing this.
have you spent time on ChatGPT?
Yeah,
Like a good amount of time?
great amount of time.
So yeah, compared to where it is now and how it answers now,
Dude, it's supposed to be.
being able to complete an exam like that highly or that high of a score, it's different. Like
Yeah.
it gets things wrong
Yeah,
now, like
yeah.
grammar.
Yeah, dude. Right now it's pretty trash.
The way
Like
it
it gets almost
references
everything
things.
wrong. Yeah.
We also need like I'm not gonna be happy with it if it doesn't have a current data set.
Yeah,
I mean, what
and
are you
I think
using it
that's
for?
only gonna happen once they connect it to Bing. I think once
Yeah.
they do that, then it'll have the current data set.
Did you try the Bing thing?
grossest.
No, dude, I'm still on the wait list, man. They haven't gave me access.
Is
yet.
that GPT-4 or no?
No, they're not doing 4 yet. I think they're still
Okay.
gonna do 3 on that, and
So-
then I think once 4 is stable, they'll add it later.
That one's wild.
Yeah.
So that one's like it's network enabled.
Mhm.
It's the same large language model, but it can search now.
Dude, yeah, and it's
So
crazy. Like
So it's not
it
just
added
relying
like
on what it knows,
personality
it
and
can
stuff.
actually go for new information.
so we could go and ask it right now, what's the title of the most recent Better Than Cable episode? And I don't know if it would find the channel, but if it did, it would give this episode.
I mean, we could link it our channel.
We
and-
could get it there.
give
We
it
could
to
be
us.
like, no, this is
Yeah.
by J-Treb, and then it would find it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it would find this one.
Not on the first
We're a
one.
little small,
But it's still like a
but-
conversation. Its memory, I believe, though, is shorter
Okay.
than the other Chat GPT.
Okay.
Interesting. I wonder. My big thing is that I feel like we're doing a lot with the AI to the point where I wonder when we will like determine where our differences should lie, if that makes sense. Like when we get to the point of AI being able to edit video, do we put the resources into training it to be able to edit Hollywood movies, or do we kind of keep that for human hands? You know what I'm saying? And like, and of course I'm not talking about quick transition, but I'm like, are we going to change the trajectories? Because I'd argue we're already changing a lot of trajectories based on just the existence of ChatGPT, and then especially its integration into Bing. We're changing a lot of trajectories as to where certain things are going, where people are using their research or where people are using their resources towards. Like, do you think that like we'll get there on the creative side too, now that it seems like these things can kind of get more complex?
So I can see where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot of pushback at first. All
Of
right,
course.
this is art. This
It's
is for
AI.
humans. It's
Mhm.
created by the human touch.
Mm-hmm.
But Netflix is going to give in.
Netflix
They're
is
going
going
to
to
get rid of
AI
all their
show.
producers, directors,
AI will be the
videographers,
first company to,
and it's
like,
going to be
yeah.
all AI
Yeah.
creating shows
Yeah.
with actors and
You make a lot of
actresses.
sense.
Yeah, and,
And
dude,
then
think
their
about this.
subscription-
They're probably
Wait,
going to
wait,
start
wait.
off just having it
Yeah,
pick the
go ahead.
actors for like a list or something, and if it works, they're going to be like, yeah, we're doing a full show.
No, listen. Now their budget
Yeah.
for each show or movie is minuscule.
Yeah.
As long as running the AI isn't something insane.
Yeah.
So
That
now their
boycott would be
subscription
crazy.
price
$5,
drops to $5.
Yeah, $5.
And it's just like, well, why do we have 30 people on the account?
They produce 2 human films a year. Like everything else
No,
is AI.
they don't do any. Then everyone else is still on humans, and they're like, Netflix. That's not art. That's not even TV. You can't believe you guys watch that crap. You know,
It's gonna be outdated ads
They're
with like,
angry.
we keep the human in TV, and they're gonna look ridiculous when everything's AI TV
You know
later.
the Marcus Theaters pre-run
But Josh-
of the guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna be talking about how it's real art. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, no. Also, you have
Not
to think
everybody's
of.
saying TVs are gonna rot your brain like back in the
Yeah.
50s and
So-
shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You have
Color
to think
TVs
about
are
there
gonna
has to
make
be
you
a
go
balance, dude.
blind. Like
There has to
they're
be-
gonna look like those people.
There has to be a balance of like real stuff and stuff that's AI created, because if you even think about, let's say I wanted to create an AI movie, and you could have any actor you want, put it anywhere, but
Paying for likenesses.
eventually, let's say there's no actors anymore. Who are you gonna even put in the movie? You know what I'm saying? Just
You're
random
gonna
people.
do an
no,
AI
it makes
model
sense.
of
You know
what
I'm
the
saying?
most common
So,
person looks
actors-
like for every area, and then you can change the cast of this movie by where it's at. You could have the
Yeah.
exact same script, and you could have it played to
Yeah,
different
yeah.
audiences.
Yeah.
Actually, you could have the script changed if you know that this Netflix account, like this is what scares me. Because you can have the entire script
Westworld.
changed based on the fact that I'm black. They
It's-
could be like, yo, you're going
Yeah.
to get the black
Yeah.
people script. And then the
Facts.
other people are going to
Yeah.
get the other people's script.
Yeah.
Like, they could really
facts.
do that. And that part scares me a little bit more
It's
because I know
Westworld.
they would do it. It's Westworld.
yeah, they're
It
just
is,
gonna
like,
they're gonna buy a bunch
did
of
you see-
land,
Westworld
and they're just
ends
gonna be these
bad.
wax robots that they can melt
Yeah.
down and rebuild their bodies.
And you know what?
Westworld ends
Yeah,
bad,
they're already
man.
doing
We're
the
going
translation, dude. They're doing
where we're headed.
they're doing live translation of
Yeah,
movies.
of movies,
So
yeah.
you
Yeah.
can basically take the same
Yeah.
audio and translate that like in the actual movie itself, and then it'll be like you don't even need to have subtitles anymore
Do you
because it'll just
remember
be in that
when
language.
The only
you know?
way to have diction on your computer was to download Dragon software.
Yeah.
It was called Dragon something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was like, and you had to pay a premium
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
able to talk to your computer and like have it respond back in different applications. Like, what the hell? Now it's,
Well,
it's just,
Evolution of
I know, but it's
technology.
just like we're gonna go so far before we
Dude.
die, and it's gonna be scary.
Yeah.
Like even though like, because it seems you are very much like into the technology of the time, I feel like it will still hit a wall one day where you can't stay with it, and you're gonna be like, yo, this is wild. Like, how is it going further? Like, we will hit that wall eventually. For me, it's right now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Once
what
we're
the
old
fuck?
enough.
I am looking for a 3DS right now because I am like, holy shit, how did I miss this pinnacle of technology? That is nothing in comparison to like the actual Nintendo Switch that I
Yeah,
own.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
facts.
But for me, I'm like, yo, that's cool as shit. I can't believe I took this
Yeah,
technology
dude.
for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Technology is
gonna
past
be
me.
even cooler,
Mm-hmm.
dude. In 5 years, you know how we talk about making Batman's barbershop?
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
we can make that for
Oh my
free.
god, if
basically.
we make
Yeah.
that, oh
5
man,
years,
Yeah.
yo,
It'll be
yo,
free
hey,
to make.
hey,
How much you
don't
wanna
talk
bet?
too much.
How
Don't
much
jinx
you wanna
it. Don't
bet?
jinx it. Don't jinx
How
it.
much you
Don't
wanna
jinx
bet,
it. Don't jinx it. If
Dude,
that
it's
movie
wild,
happens,
dude.
I'm just gonna
In
say that'll be
5
the best
years,
day of my
man.
life.
It's gonna be
the best day of my
crazy.
life.
It's
I've
gonna
been
be
thinking about
crazy.
Batman's barber for years.
We're
man.
doing it.
Deadass.
Faithful viewers know. Shout out Rod.
We're doing it for
Mhm.
free.
Yeah.
So all it's gonna be
Dude,
is
it's gonna be
you
super
build
cheap,
your
man.
environment in Unreal Engine 12,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Facts.
then you make a movie out of it.
I bet you it'll probably be able to build its own environment at a certain
Yeah.
point.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
but-
there'll
Or-
still be an
Yeah.
element of art. So it could build its own environment, but you
want the
want to
human-
see that
human touch.
environment.
Yeah, but we
That's how
could. Yeah, no,
humans
we
will stay
could.
part of the
We could
process.
describe it. We could describe how we
I
want
think
it to look.
humans would-
And it'll look exactly how we want it.
I think in the progression of this, where humans would stay for the longest part of this, would be in the voice roles. I think that's where they would try to hold on to humans for the longest. I don't think they'd hold on to the artist longer than they'd hold on to the actors and their voices.
That wasn't part of my side.
Well, you just
I
said,
disregarded actors the whole time. I was like, they're staying, and then someone else
Yeah.
brought up them going away.
true.
So
I figured actors.
Yeah,
would
no,
go
I
away,
think
or
I think
people would just pay for
you need a
likenesses.
balance, man. You need a
Yeah.
balance because there has to be something real you can grasp onto, and then be like, oh yeah, I know this person from this movie. Or maybe
Well,
they're
yeah.
gonna start creating fake actors like that. They're gonna create like just this
Well,
guy's the next
or-
actor.
or it
He's
won't
just a
work.
fake avatar. You know?
They never passed the uncanny valley, and we just
no.
always hate it.
It's just it's just they never make it enticing. Like it'll be good at first, and then after a while,
The
it's
act-
just
every
there's
act
no
3 is dry.
there's no creative touch, and it's just
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
things over and over with different skins.
That might
and-
be possible. Yeah, and maybe we just give up with AI movies. Maybe that's
Yeah.
possible.
Or I mean, like as Bob was saying with the Netflix thing, it could bring the resurgence of people actually caring about movies and actual TV shows to the point where like maybe like a Netflix and a Hulu, they'll put some of their different properties into that. Because even like, I'm not going to lie, if the technology got there, I wouldn't mind if Marvel, if like they were able to upload all the Marvel comic books that we've never gotten a cartoon for into upload those into Disney Plus.
Yeah,
have an AI take the stories that were already written by humans.
AI would just take the raw comic and be able to make a movie.
Because that's the thing.
That'd be
also
so cool.
like,
That'd be
also
so
like,
cool.
I mean, like you can still add the human touches in there where they create the character models and things, but none of the acting, the directing, none of it takes place by anything but a computer because it already has the script, it already has the model for the character, and it already knows what the lines are. Like those things would be so cool to me, but like that has to be regulated to streaming. Like I'm not paying premium price for that. I'm not going to a theater to see that. But it would make me care more about outing to the movie.
Yeah, no.
Like,
also,
shit, I go see my people.
I would go back and watch all the comics, man. If they could, regenerate videos
we
of
just come up
all
with
the
the best
comics.
idea that Disney's not thinking of, bro.
Bro, that would be the best.
Disney, cut the check.
Facts.
Dude, if we created an AI that did that, dude.
If we created an AI that did that, we would get the biggest subpoena in a stolen idea. Why would you put in that time? Don't you dare do that manual labor. Hell no. Not with the mouse, bro. Like, if you want to fuck around with some DreamWorks characters, I'd do it with Shrek. Like, they're more likely to hire you after you do some shit like that.
Facts.
Disney's like Apple. They just, dude, it's just, you're done. Why you fucking with our IP? Like... They won't even congratulate you.
Legit.
They've taken people down who did way cooler stuff for less.
Facts. Dude,
yeah, man.
Speaking of stuff that came down, Bob, go for it.
We need a fucking transition. Button.
So, Silicon Valley Bank.
True.
Was...
What is Silicon Valley Bank, really quick?
So, Silicon Valley Bank is a bank. It's in Silicon Valley, and they store money and they provide loans, and it's significant because it funds tons and tons of venture capitalists and startups.
We only needed the last line.
Oh, I know. I drug it out.
It's a bank.
It's a bank.
In Silicon Valley. It houses money.
And give out loans.
U.S.
Like,
I hate you. Keep going. Keep going.
I thought it was kind of self-explanatory there, but I was going to get to the other part anyway, so you're good. So anyway, there was a bank run, a good old-fashioned 1930s bank run on Silicon Valley Bank.
Define 1930s bank run by your definition.
Everyone runs in the door and withdraws as much money as they can because they don't think the money will be there if they wait. Okay. So you take all the money from the bank.
Okay. So you're talking like a full
it's a bank
stock
run.
market's crashing.
No, it's a bank run. No stock markets crashed. Stock markets are okay.
Is this a robbery or is this the actual
No,
no,
like
so the bank is
not
potentially insolvent.
Crashing.
I know, but
it is insolvent.
That's the fervor that they were going with.
So the FDIC has seized full control of all operating assets.
Was that before people were withdrawing or after?
After. It's a protection put in place by them to prevent the bank going insolvent.
So what happened was people started taking money out so quick the FDIC had to step in to make sure that the bank didn't go on.
So there were questions about the management and the owning company stock fell a decent amount last week. So the bank owns shares and there were questions about management. So then it came to a question of, do they actually have that much money right now? And everyone was like, I don't think they do. And went and pulled all their money out.
Damn,
dude, like apparently the management of the bank pulled out tons of money like 2 weeks or 3 weeks prior to this happening. Right? Yeah. And so that basically created a trail of like people are like, what's going on? Right? And then some companies started taking out their money. And then people heard that people are taking out their money. And then everyone took out their money. Yeah. And then that created insolvency.
Just like a phone tree of like, yo, Jeff took his shit.
Yeah.
Jeff took his shit. Steve took his shit.
Basically screwed themselves.
And then more people take their shit out. Yes, that's how it works.
Damn.
But yeah, it's now controlled by the government. They'll install a new management structure. They are taking deposits again. But
It's so goofy, man.
But,
This stuff's so goofy.
There
Bunch
won't
of
be
clowns.
much money for startups for a while.
Yeah.
99.5% of the deposits into that bank were uninsured, because there's a maximum insurance for
250K.
deposits at 250,000, and companies had
That means
millions
there's a whole
and
bunch
millions
of
in
like
there.
incubator
So-
people that are
Yeah,
Yep.
so there are
Dude,
startups.
they lost
they're
millions,
closing doors
millions.
right now.
There are
They lost
startups
millions
who-
on millions.
Oh my god!
So you remember all those tech layoffs?
Mm-hmm.
There are a bunch of cool startups that have started in the past 3 months who just
Yeah.
got money from VCs and put it in Silicon Valley Bank, and it might all be gone.
And it's all
They
gone,
got to answer
baby.
to their investors for that shit.
And the
too.
U.S. Yeah,
No,
the
it's
government's
more
only
like
recovering
shit. Crazier.
Close your doors.
what's insured.
Yeah. But that's what I mean
Yeah,
by
dude, the
answer to
government's
their
only
investors.
covering
Like,
what's
like they
insured.
have to go say like, "Hey, our money was in that thing you're hearing about."
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, like of course, I know there's probably people who are probably begging for money
And
to keep
you
the doors
can't
open.
just ask for more. You have to raise your
Yeah.
valuation. Otherwise,
You
it's
would.
just a gift, and you'll
Yep.
have the government back up your back.
Exactly, dude. And dude, there was 2 other small
Rough.
banks, then Silicon Valley Bank, that also collapsed in the same way. Dude, this was a clown show, man.
Yeah.
Clown
Money
show.
is
It shows
so
that these
scarily fictitious that the day you
Dude,
find out when it's real, everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, it shows
money's only
dude,
cool
the government
in theory.
does
It's
not know what
only
they're
cool
doing
in
still, man.
theory. The second
know,
you
like-
get real money, it's
Yeah.
over. They were like, "How much do you
Yeah.
have on hand?" And they were like, "Well, that's
About
different
that,
than
yeah.
the fictitious numbers and
Yeah, dude.
projections we were giving you."
These banks can be super over leveraged. They
Yeah.
can be completely over leveraged and have no real money, right? All of their money's tied up, and then this kind of stuff happens, man.
Yeah, but I was about to
That's
say the
all it is.
reason for that is because of things like the FDIC. There are some people
Yeah.
where they more than likely were higher up on the food chain here, and they have enough money to sit down for the rest of their lives, although this scenario just happened to them.
Yeah.
Whereas people who
Yeah.
are probably bank tellers, as well as people who had their money in there, whether it be their life savings or the work they've put in their company was their life, they just lost
Yeah.
all of it
Yeah.
based on the numbers. That's
well,
crazy.
not for sure lost all of it,
yeah,
but
like
could have lost all of it.
could have
Some people
all
lost
of
some
it.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, most people
Well,
don't
right now,
have
so
more
right
Are they
than
now,
just, are they just like
250K
taking? Are
in
they
their
trying to
bank
figure out
account.
the
I
assets
think-
still?
so right now everything's frozen.
Okay,
They
How many
don't
people
know
got
if
that
it's
much
gone or not.
so
cash?
they're just counting. They're trying to figure out how much
believe
money
that
the
is
company
process.
has. Okay,
But yes, I'm not positive exactly what they're doing to figure out if it's there or gone. But
well, I
everyone's
mean, like if you
accounts
say you got this
are
much and they
frozen
freeze
to
you
an
there,
extent.
and then they find out you got like this much, I'm pretty sure it's probably what they're trying to figure out. Like,
Yeah.
what's the difference?
what's
I
the
think,
real amount?
No, they
Yeah.
reopened for deposits,
Right.
so people
Yeah,
could
for the-
withdraw stuff. I think.
Well, I mean,
Um,
deposits and withdrawals are different. Do they let people only put money in?
Well, I don't know.
Because I was
Who would put money
It's,
back in?
it's like the phrasing
I was
of
about to
the.
say
hold on.
that.
It's like the phrasing of the banks.
Yeah.
No,
The
that'd be wild.
deposits were
Yeah.
allowed.
Who would-
I
who would
don't
leave
know
that in
if
there,
it's
man?
both or
What the
one.
heck?
Or, to be totally honest, yeah.
Yeah, give
Dude,
us
everyone-
some more. You can't take nothing out, but go ahead. Go ahead, run us thing.
Dude, everyone went to JP Morgan after this, man.
Yep.
Everyone.
Legit.
JP
For
Morgan
real.
is one of the most stable banks. JP Morgan is a bank that if it fails, America fails. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there are
Yeah.
certain
Yeah,
banks
yeah.
and certain
They're
companies
so
in
big.
the world
They're too big to
where
fail.
it's like,
Yeah.
and I mean sometimes the industries even hold them up. Like there was like one interview I was watching about like Nintendo and Microsoft, where like there was a dark time for Nintendo where Microsoft was like, if anything happens, we have to buy that company. Like we cannot have that part of this industry fall. Like it's actually just that important. And it's like that's how like some of these banks are to governments, and that is how JP Morgan is to America. They got caught with like cocaine or something, allegedly. But like they got whole caught with like a smuggling train tied back to them. And it was just like on the news one day, off the news the next. And I was like, did we just watch
It's because
a
they
national
own the
sweep?
news, man.
Like
They own the news, dude. What the heck?
I was gonna say, did we just watch something to like there was no I don't remember follow up. Do you? Like it's one of those things.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Dude, it's
he just
'cause,
said
dude-
I have your money.
Whoever
all
controls
you
the
have to
money,
say.
man, they control the world. That's as simple as that, man. Whoever
that's
controls the
so
money controls the
insane
world.
though, because it's like why does having money give you control of people who don't? That's crazy. That's not a question for the pod. I think it's about time to get up out of here, Bob. What time are we even at, man?
1 hour and 6 seconds.
Bro, I feel it, man. I feel it every fucking time, bro. I'm in.
You got an
this
energy
bitch.
with it, man.
It's just. I think it's just we've done too many podcasts. For me personally, and for you all as well, because you all have Nevaland. We're certainly over 300 episodes recorded of content.
Yeah.
So I feel like my body just goes.
Dances.
It's an hour. What?
No dances.
Low dances?
No.
Oh, no
dances,
dances. Yeah, no
yeah.
TikTok dances. No, not at all. But yeah, look, while we're talking about TikTok dances, man, tell them about you all's content that you're dropping this week. What you got? What you been dropping this week, Ananya?
Bunch of shorts. UFC 286 is this weekend, so
Hey.
a whole bunch of stuff on that.
I'll look forward to seeing your predictions to find out who's fighting, because that's how I figure out the card.
Hey, true. But yeah, it's pretty dope. That's pretty much it. Just UFC shit.
Hell yeah. Parse, what you got coming up?
Yeah, dude. Check out my TikToks and Reels. I got shit dropping there. One Piece and science type of shit. So check that shit out.
Hell yeah.
Check out my startup shit.
Hell
that I
yeah.
just
Stay
dropped.
tuned. You can watch Share Tape as it's being created,
Yeah.
bro. Like, he literally just dropped this to the public, and it was so dope just to see the test myself. So, bro, you all can join in on that journey, bro. That's so dope, man. And for the content I got, keep watching the podcast. I got some more episodes coming up. I got to talk to my editor. But aside from that, I'm going to be dropping this experimental content that if you're watching this, that means you rock with me. I need you to watch it when it drops. It's called Top 5.
Facts.
I want it to work so bad because I have so many scripts written already and so many ideas for it. So I need it to fucking work.
That's lit. That's lit.
The
Do
first
it.
one is gonna be top 5 rap music videos. It's not in my natural video voice. It's like it's more wacky, almost comedy on the line. It's more like relaxed type shit. I'm gonna let the video do
is
the talking
Josh
and
hopping
stuff
into
and stuff.
comedy now? You hopping
Well,
into
not
comedy?
even comedy. You know, it's green screen heavy.
It's more casual.
It's green
Yeah,
screen
yeah.
heavy. It's all video and like editing. So it's like, I don't know. I'm trying something new. There's a couple different creators that I was watching, and I kind of figured out like what I kind of want to voice
Just
to be.
Send
And
it
this
send
is
it
my
to us
first
when
try.
you drop.
Oh, fuck it. No, you all are going to see it
Yeah.
beforehand. Like, this might not
Oh,
drop.
facts. All right.
But it's like you all.
Oh shit.
Trust me, it's going to go through the gauntlet of, hey, watch this and tell me if it's stupid.
All right.
But yeah, no, it's some new shit. So just stay tuned for that because I'm just working on new shit now. Everything else is regular. All the regular shit's dropping.
Facts.
Next Wednesday, we're right the fuck here. And then the week after that, there'll probably be a podcast. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned for all that. Make sure to tap in for the Nevaland podcast as well. Make sure you're tuning in to all the shit we do. Man, who's got a quote to end us out? Because if we don't, I wrote one down today.
You got it.
Are you that ready?
I'm that ready.
Or just say it. Why
You're
are
not
you
on the
talking
button.
about it?
You're
Yeah,
not on
go.
the button. I thought you was going to be. Okay, cool. I trust you. Do what you're doing. Do what you're doing. It's cool. I've been playing way too much Pokemon, so this quote is obviously from Pokemon. This is the quote that they say at the start of the game. You know how Pokemon have different abilities? People are like that too. Everyone has different potential.
Hey.